And frustrating to end on just a point tonight and a draw. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, like I said, frustrating, particularly when they score so late. Good game. We probably should have put it to bed a lot earlier and, missed some big chances. And, 2-1, you're always keeping them in the game. So disappointing not to see it out. What
do you think was lacking then to not really capitalise on those chances you're talking about?
Just a little bit of composure. I mean, we hit the post 3 times. A couple cleared off the line. It was that kind of game where, we kind of knew if we got the third, the game was done and dusted, but sort of kept them in it.
Were you surprised at how well Roma played out there tonight?
No, they're a good side. That's the reason they're in the Europa League. They obviously did well last year. Obviously, they've had a bit of a tough time this year, but got some quality players. But as I said, we certainly had enough chances to win the game.
Yeah, in terms of individual performances as well, Fraser, we spoke about him ahead of the match. He stepped up 2 massive saves from him. Were you impressed with his performance?
Yeah, Fraser did well. As we expect that from him. He's a very experienced goalkeeper, and he did his part.
Yeah, and talking about a goal scorer, Son, obviously penalty, and then Brennan Johnson as well. How would you rate those 2 performances?
Yeah, they're okay. Like I said, we created a lot of chances, and we really should have been a bit more clinical, and then we would have won the game.
Point tonight. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, we should have been more clinical, he said. But did you see some familiar vulnerabilities from Tottenham tonight, Peter?
Yeah, it's very much been Tottenham season that, not being able to kill games at times. They've looked electric going forward, but they've looked vulnerable at the back. And, towards the end of the game, they were hanging on. It was 2-1. And I think that's the lack of control that the manager's talking about there. He's slightly frustrated with the fact that it should have been easier, but that's been too many times in Tottenham's season this year. They've been at times so good going forward, but they still have that vulnerability, and that'll be frustrating for the manager.
Without their first choice centre-backs, Joe, whether they would have started in the Europa League tonight, who knows, but missing important players.
Missing important players. I thought Davis and Dragusin, Davis in particular, I thought was exceptional at the weekend. Tonight, I thought they defended well. It was getting up. It was getting up on the bar. The line was good at times, but there was that crucial period of the game when you really notice the centre halves. When you're holding on, like Ange said, they let them stay in the game. It's 2-1. Roma are throwing bodies forward. They're delivering the ball into the box. That's when your centre halves. You don't even want to hear from your centre halves all game. But the last 5-10 minutes, when you dropped off, they just didn't deal with that stage of the game very well. Like, we're sitting up here, we've got a great view, and we're thinking, Roma are going to score in a minute. Roma are going to score in a minute because and the goal come from communication. It was the second phase from a corner. It's come out. Tried to get some close down the fullback Angelino. He just drove it across, and there's 3 players at the back post. It's heartbreaking when you lose like that because it's just panic. It's just the last minutes, and everyone just wants to do something. Just need your composure in them parts of the game. And all these little things add up. If Tottenham do them better and better and better, they can improve. I still think there's enough quality in this team to go far in the tournament. But it's crucial they get Romero and Van der Ven back.
If only they'd had a set square to deal with Angelino, Joe.
Angelino, great lyric.
Maths jokes.
Yeah, leave me.
You're in the wrong environment.
Peter, back to football. Yeah. Such a busy period coming up for Tottenham, isn't it? 7 games in 22 days. Starts with Fulham this Sunday, but some massive games on the horizon when you look at that Rangers fixture in there as well. So some big ones.
Yeah, they're going to need players back on next Thursday, Sunday for about 5 weeks, I think now. So, difficult fixtures. They're going to need the 2 centre halves back. And it's the same for everyone now. I think when you lead up to Christmas and stuff, it gets ridiculous. When most of Europe's having a break, our league is going full hammer, and that's how it's always been. It's great for us as viewers to watch it all, but for the players, it's hard to manage. And when you look at some of those fixtures as well, obviously, they need to win something this year, and the Europa League is something big for them. But the League Cup as well, there against Manchester United, that's a big game for Tottenham, especially considering the manager might have put himself under pressure with some of his comments, and I still think they can definitely win something. I think the manager to do it and the players to do it. It's just a kind of a mentality thing to get it over the line now.